that second question, that vital second question, do you stay in practice ataupun do you go into industry? It depends on a few things. The most important thing is you have to know yourself. Okay, let me, because ni dah bosan ni, aku pun dah bosan dekat depan ni dah. Apa ni, orang kat belakang sekali, tudung, what do you call that colour? Orange? Peach. Okay. After your plan, after your apa nama ni qualification, are you going to stay in practice or industry? Belum fikir lagi. Industry. Why? Belum fikir. Okay. So there is a set of thought process that you have to go through at that stage. You nak pergi industri ataupun you nak pergi ataupun you want to stay in audit firm. But yang paling penting is you actually have to know yourself. Because whether you stay in industry or whether you go into industry or you stay in audit practice, depending what kind of person you are. What kind of person stays in audit firm? Dal, bosan, very academic. No, I mean dal, bosan tu is belakang lah. But usually people who stay in audit firm all the way up to become partners, they must be very academic to begin with. Nerd selalunya stay in audit firm, kan? Jadi partner. No, because audit firms work is very academic. See, you know the kind of discussion that audit partners have. Dia akan keluar financial reporting standards change as they go along, kan? So they will decide one day whether to call this a bottle or not a bottle. Those are the kind of things that you know, senior people in accounting discuss. Is this assets or liability? I mean, who cares? Kalau you tanya I lah, I don't care. I just want to make sure the company makes money. But people who stay in audit firms, who shape how audit world and accounting world and standards work, they go into the minutest detail about, okay, if Mas contohnya beli kapal terbang baru and they have an MRO, you know, maintenance, repairs and apa nama mana lupa lah, overhaul. If they have MRO contract with Boeing, how do you treat MRO in the books? How do you treat MRO in the books? How do you book MRO in the books? These are the kind of questions of people in audit firm ask. I don't care, I just want to see the plane there. Kan? So people in audit firm, they have to go into the very academic and they go very deep. Okay, contohnya tax. I spend a lot of time in tax. One of the most interesting case yang masa I started out way back, masa tu VAT. Kat sini GST lah, value added tax. Kat UK ada value added tax. The biggest case of the 90s, the landmark case so to speak, is a case about, is a cookie a bread or a biscuit? It's true, it has most profound tax impact. You know why? Because bread tak ada VAT, tak kena VAT. Biscuit kena VAT. So ada satu syarikat, I think it's Cadbury, dia ada satu produk which they claim it looks like a biscuit, but they claim no, it's a bread. So there was a long drawn court case all the way to argue, is this a bread or a biscuit? And people who stay in practice, whether they are tax specialists or whether they are audit specialists, semua kan, that's what they argue. They will go through, kalau ikut financial reporting standard 1, 2, 3 is like this, blah 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 blah, so it's a biscuit, you know. So I don't know, if you are like that, you should stay in audit firm. If you are that kind of academics, and you know, some people enjoy it, some people really they go into details, especially tax specialists. They go one by one semua, they like to write papers semua. The good thing about audit firm is that you don't actually have to manage people that much. Contohnya kan, so some people who stay in audit firms is because kalau you go into industry, Banyak cerita orang ni nak kahwin lah, yang ini macam tu nak kena buang orang. Audit firm tak payah. Ini sabotage apa ni? Apa ni? You see, in audit firms, a lot of the work is concentrated on those kind of academic things. Yeah. Okay. So you have to ask yourself, do I fit into that? If you like academics, and ladies selalunya like that. Guys selalunya like to go and burn something. Ladies selalunya like to go through in details and they argue. And I didn't, masa dulu pun, I didn't have much patience to argue about biscuits semua ni kan. So from very early on, I know this is not what I want. I cannot, you know, I want to see the action, and the action is in the industry. Okay, the industry is where you have less, okay, dalam audit firm, more accounting, less all other stuff. In the industry, more other stuff, less accounting. Because when you run an organization, whether CFO, you know, senior management, whether you are CEO, you deal mostly with people management more than anything else. It's not really about debit credit, it's about, okay, how to pick the best people to form the management. Who is the best person to do that job? Okay, how to strategically plan your company.